pues vamos a seguir avanzando con las misiones del culto de gusano sobre la temporada nueva. Y a ver si me entra el directo ahora, porque no sé qué pasa, que no se me activa. Mientras voy a hacer viaje. Vale. ¿Cómo que me ha desaparecido ahora? ¿Qué pasa aquí? Cosas más raras. Me salía una aquí y de repente se me ha quitado. Ojo, se ha bugueado el juego. Vale, voy a por la misión. Vale, llevo 2 de 5. Yo cuando complete la misión, pues completaré el mapa. De momento quiero centrarme en la misión. Y la misión está... Este va a ser mi próximo personaje, un Kayika.
Enjoy it while you can. The triumph of the Black Worm is close at hand. This one will not
Kayita.
be your prisoner for long. Kagajal is sure you would like to know. But this one does not give up his brethren so easily. Death holds no terrors for one who walks the necromantic path. Kill Kagajal and be done with it. He will be back. Kagajal is not without honor. He can face his execution with pride, or he can face his execution as a betrayer of the oaths he swore to the Black Worm. What kind of choice is that? Better to remain silent. Marshal is no one's lackey. Very well. You'll find the passages beneath in Tarnarmine, to the south. This one speaks only to send you to your death.
Vale.
Justice belongs to those entrusted with that duty. In this case, the Regent of Sunport. You did well to convince the Bone Lord to talk without excusing his crimes. I approve. I will meet you in the mine. I suspect Wormblood and Farinor shared that information only with those who needed to know. The note you and Scordo found referred to a shipment of great importance, did it not? If it is important to them, then it is important to us. That is a matter for the laws of Sunport. He joined the cult in wanton murder. Some would say there is no punishment too harsh for him, yet the information he gave us may save lives. I am glad I do not have to decide. Let us be on our way.
Vale. No, ¿qué he hecho?
Hold a moment, friend. Before you continue towards Shell-Tide Village, I have a favor to ask. I could use your aid with a complicated matter. I hope to recruit Tideborn warriors from the village to aid in the Stirk Fellowship's offensive against the Worm Cult. However, they're mired in their... Tide Reader Suhawk promises the aid of the Tideborn tribes if I can root out the Worm Cult's corruption and assist in a ceremony to cleanse the tides. Will you help me save their birth?
No, de momento no. Pensaba que era aquí, siempre antes de entrar en las cuevas estas o mazmorras públicas, suele haber un NPC que te ofrece una misión. Pero vale, pensaba que estaba más cerca, pero está más lejos. Bien, mira, así completo directamente la mina. Mira, aquí siempre suele haber un NPC que te aparece y te dice, salva a mi amigo que esté dentro, o salva a mi hermano que se quedó atrapado. Pero no hay nadie, así que... Vale, toca entrar.
This is the place, but the passage splits. You try the door on the left, I will go right. Hackwings hunt.
Vale, explora la mina. Vale, aquí entra ya gente porque están los NPC muertos, así que míralo, por allí va. Voy a aprovechar. Suele haber un bot de... Un bot de cueva de esto, ¿sabes?
Nothing more than spiders and
Me cago en todo, que vamos por el camino equivocado. Bueno, si tengo el mapa abajo, tío, la costumbre. A ver si llego antes que el tío, porque si hay un boss, ¿sabes qué pasa? Que lo mata y luego pues tarda en aparecer. Ya no sabes dónde ha sido y dónde está ni nada. Vamos, porque el otro chaval se ha adelantado. Mira, ahí está. ¿O no? Creo que este es el boss. No, este no es. Vale, me está esperando. Creo no. El chaval ni se espera, que dice, no, que si no, no. Vale, por el momento no hay nada. Bueno, pues hacemos la misión que es lo más importante.
Meet again. I did not expect an underground river. Let us see what is on that path. I can taste the river. It runs east under the mountains. It must pass through the writhing wall, or beneath it.
He saltado y a lo mejor no te la caes saltado, ¿sabes?
Tide of solstice. We should take a closer look.
Así está aquí abajo.
I know that likeness, Man and Marco.
Ahí Marco.
Nothing good can come from letting this sarcophagus reach worm blood.
¿Lo quieren resucitar o qué levantarlo? Oh, 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 oh. Ya me manda aquí abajo, qué bueno, ¿no?
Zoom! Tharanor's monster knocked us into the river. Come, we need to It is not often I find a current I cannot master, but today the river proved stronger than I was. At least we found out what the worm cult's important shipment was. The mortal remains of Manamarco, the king. It's
Imagínatelo.
obvious. They seek to bring their leader, Manamarco, back from the dead. A necromancer of wormblood status is certainly powerful enough for the task. The Soul Reapers, the Writhing Wall. He wields necromancy unlike any Manamarco planned to elevate himself to become the god of death. I imagine he would resume that journey. Still, I thought Molag Bal had a claim on his soul. Recalling Manamarco from Cold Harbor should not be possible. If that is what Wormblood needs to unlock the gates of Cold Harbor and return Manamarco to Nirn, we must discover what it is and make sure he does not acquire it. What kind of a gift is death, anyway? Return to Prince Azar and see if our allies have news of Wormblood. Beating into whatever prize he seeks is even more important than we thought. Do you see that eddy in the pool? That is the way out. I will see you in Sunkor. You defeated him at Sankra-Tor, did you not? Worm cult fanatics must have retrieved his body after you left. Manamarco had no shortage of willing followers. I have no doubt a master of death magic would prepare a grand sarcophagus just in case. Do not be misled by the shambling corpses or dusty bones you have seen. That is the work of but a moment. With time, skilled necromancers can restore a years-old corpse to a lifelike state if they care to do so. For Manamarco, they would. You defeated him at some...
Bueno, gente, dame 2 minutos. Vale, gente, estoy. Perdón. A ver. Joder.
Wonder what price that lot might fetch.
Over here, mercenary.
Comrade, were you successful? Did you find the passages beneath? Comrade, tell me quickly. Did you find the passages beneath? And did you discover what was so important down there? And what of Walks in Ash? Did something happen to the Pact representative? Metamarco's remains. Surely the worm cult cannot want to bring back the King of Worms. Yet what else would they do with his corpse? You returned with grim news indeed, comrade. What about Farinor or Wormblood? Were they there too? The fortunes of battle can be fickle. Even if Farinor escaped justice, you at least returned with information. Now we know the worm cult has Metamarco's corpse. We must endeavor to foil their plans. Meanwhile, Gabrielle may have learned something.
It's strange.
Bonus's staff is definitely pulling me somewhere. I think... Bonus, where are you?
Almost. This is no good. Gabrielle, I have much to tell you. Bring my staff to Lizal. The wall is thin there. I'm in a worm cult prison. Listen, Wormblood is looking for a Sith shrine in Solstice. I think he... A relic called... Gift of... Damn, I can't...
I think I know what we need to do. Friend, let's talk.
Lizal. That is a pass in the mountains north of Sunpoint. And there are several Sithist shrines in Western Solstice.
If you could share the locations of these shrines, this one can scout them.
Me too. We'll find the right one.
I knew this staff of Vonus's was trying to tell me something. He made sure to leave it behind for me when the worm cult captured him at the Earth Forge. He knew we were going to need it. The message wasn't terribly clear, was it? He said he was still a prisoner, but I don't think he was calling for help. I think Vonus wants to warn us about something. He was trying to tell us how to make it easier for him to reach us. Vonus Galarian is one of the most powerful mages alive. I'm not surprised he maintains a mental connection with the staff he made with his own hands. And this wouldn't be the first time he allowed himself to be captured to get close to his enemies. Vonus has likely seen things we have not, but we have information he needs to know too. For example, your discovery of Manamarco's sarcophagus. Slowly but surely, we're bringing the worm cult's plots to light. Thank you. I've been wondering why Vonus Galarian's staff is pulling me here and there around Solstice. Now that Vonus managed to send a message, I finally know why. I think he's on the other side of the riding wall. That's what we thought. But Vonus mentioned a thin spot in the wall at Lizal Pass. If the wall impedes his ability to communicate with us, that must be because he's on the other side of it. Take the staff to Lizal Pass and re-establish contact with Vonus. He may need our help, or we may need his. I think he wanted to warn us about something Wormblood is planning. We need to find out what that is and stop it. Will you go with me? Regent Corinway said Lizal Pass is located in the mountains north of Sunpoint. Meet me there. The sooner we can speak to Vonus again, the better. We'll leave Prince Azah and the others to figure out which shrine Wormblood is interested in. Vonus Galarian is an oh, it was centuries ago. Long before my time. But what's a few centuries to a high elf archmage? Back in those days, Vonus and Manamarco were friends of a sort. Then rivals. They studied together in the Psijic Order until their falling out. As I understand it, Vonus caught Manamarco practicing forbidden magic. The Psijics allowed Manamarco to leave without taking any steps to stop him. So, Vonus left as well. He founded the Mages Guild to do what the Psijics would not.
Vale, pero me gustaría vender antes.
My
assault attacked the palace district. You were there, Tater Canor. Were you injured?
Vale, tú aquí. Vale, esta es la otra parte. Justo bien.
Not so close, Patches.
Another find for your pack.
It's all uphill from here.
We're too close to the writhing wall for a portal.
But I brought grapple bows just in case.
Not much of a pass, is it? If I'm not mistaken, this cave leads to a path through the mountains. More of a goat track, really. Be ready for some climbing. We'll probably have to do this the hard way.
Never used one? They're fun.
I hope Bonus will take care of it.
Clearly the worm got and having some trouble with the local wildlife.
Lift ahead. See that post above the red flowers? It would be a good place to use a grapple bow.
Vale, se para por aquí. Vale, aquí ni nada. Joder, tío. Lo que me jode, va saliendo lo de la X para hablar y molesta un poco. Joder, tío, la mierda de hablar, voy a tener que quitar todas las mascotas y todo. No, ahora mismo no puedo saltar, tío. Está ahí el personaje y no puedo darle a nada. A la X siquiera aquí.
I wish Svanis could.
Pero ¿qué hay que hacer? Joder, tío, de verdad, es que me da una rabia. Vale. Ok. Ya sé lo que va el rollo. Vale, ¿y cómo se hace eso? Pues yo creo que desde aquí. Vale. Muy bien.
Be ready. Do believe we're good at this.
Dios, se cae allí. Dios. Vale, pues tengo que usar el punto de apoyo que está aquí. ¿Dónde estaba? Vale, el otro será para allá. Va a estar muy lejos. Tengo que buscar otro punto de apoyo que será allí. Vale. Y aquí pues será enfrente. Pasa que lo veo lejos. Aún. ¡No! Buah, chaval. Vale, allí no me va a llegar. Ni de coña. De hecho, ni me aparece. Tengo que irme allí. Vale, para no meter la pata, tengo que buscar ahora allí. Vale. Pero no sé si voy en buen camino o no. No me convence esto.
Celebratory sweets.
Vale. No.
Ready to write the next chapter.
Vale, ahora sí. No me jodas. Que tengo que volver a entrar.
Looking forward to seeing what you make with that.
Este va un paso me deja, me cago en todo. No. Joder. Los culeros son los dragones estos, tío, que te stunean y te dejan ahí y me matan, me cago en todo. Por culeros, tío. Vale. Joder, tío, me jode porque mira que he visto y he dicho, digo, ahí hay una opción para pasar y me he ido viendo que me salía en negro, digo, esa misión me va a llevar fuera. Pero bueno, te la va marcando, tío. Yo no me acuerdo yo lo que he hecho. Vamos a ver. No, joder. Otra vez. Vale, esta es la que me he dejado. Claro, yo lo he visto aquí, pero yo me he ido para allá.
So you're helping Gabrielle? Good. I hope she still had my stuff, but I wasn't sure my previous messages got through. We must be swift. The permanence of the wall fluctuates, and I can be cut off at any time. Where are you now? I'm in Solstice as well, on the other side of the writhing wall from you. The worm cult brought me here from Cold Harbor, and they brought Cold Harbor here as well. Wormblood is attempting a new plane held in reverse. Like Mohawk balls to our anchors, but in reverse. Instead of dragging our world into Cold Harbor, he's bringing Cold Harbor into Nuremberg. The eastern side of Solstice is already changing. Our world wall still stands. I have some help in here, but my ally convinced me it's impossible for now. The writhing wall is an insuperable barrier. Thin spots such as these all won't withstand it. I need you to...
Father, I see what Vanis meant by permanence. The thickness of the wall fluctuates. We need to find another weak point.
Vale, pues toca hacer todo lo que había hecho hasta ahora.
More cliffs. Look for grappling points to traverse these ruins.
Vale, toca subir. Toca subir, toca subir. Y era allí. Vale, el siguiente. Vale, al suelo. Joder. Vale. No. Que la verdad, tío, que las mascotas molestan un huevo, tío. Así entre estas cosas ahora mismo. Que allí me va a volver abajo. A ver. Joder, venga, no me jodas, tío.
This is proving to be Ya esto lo he hecho hace 10 minutos, ya no me acuerdo. Sí, creo que había un punto por ahí arriba, pero es que si le doy, me manda otra vez ahí. Joder, macho.
Hostia, tío. Es ahí porque me lo marca Ibero. Vale, yo creo que es ahí, pero tengo que meterme por dentro. Vale, ahora sí.
Bonus is right about Cold Harbor.
Vale, es lo que pasa, que vuelve
That foul place all around us.
a invocarlo y yo me he vuelto a ir para allá.
Here.
I'm here. Quickly. There is more I must tell you. There's no luck. I sensed that the writhing wall fluctuates at random, but I assumed we'd have more time. Then points appear and disappear without warning. How far has the wormhole's reverse plane been pressed on north side of the wall? Danger. It's worrisome, but not unexpected. If you aren't surrounded by lakes of azure plasma or looking up at floating islands of rock, then things haven't gone too far yet. We still have a little time to stop the worm cult. I'm not sure yet, but an army of necromancers and Daedra is massing in eastern solstice. Clever warm-blood, really. If he gathered his forces anywhere in Tamriel, we would have noticed. But the cursed island and the writhing wall blinded us. Unlike me, Wormwood controls a terrible source of power on my side. Something that consumes souls. The worm cult's soul perceives this thing. In turn, it empowers the writhing wall. Great anger.
Cut off again. We must find another place where we can speak with Bonus.
Better we can walk away from.
I will not lose.
No. Vale.
Another weak point.
Hurry, friend. My captors have finally figured out I'm out. Listen closely. Wormwood seeks the relic called the Gift of Death.
Si lo de la, re- la de la reliquia ya lo sé, que busca esa reliquia.
Multiplier. It's part of the Tibahatse court, sacred to Sithis. My ally here tells me it's in the hills southwest of Sunport. The Solstice Argonians used to play a ritual game there. A bloody one. As for why Wormblood wants the Gift of Death, I'm not sure. The Worm Cult brought Madame Marco here. Now that explains much. Wormblood must believe this Gift of Death can resurrect his old master. It's up to you then. Stop Wormblood from obtaining the relic. If he... Damn it. Here come my captors.
Lost Vanus. We were lucky to learn as much as we did, but we know what we must do. Let's talk, friend. I hope Vanus is all right. I don't like the way that last conversation ended. For that matter, I don't like what he told us. The worm cult gathering strength behind the writhing wall and a new plane meld? That's terrible. I don't think so. Vanus mentioned a source of power. Still, we had to invade Cold Harbor to stop the plane melt before. Good people lost. Dead. I've missed Dear Darien ever since. Now Wormblood is bringing it back? And Manamarco, too? You're right, of course. We don't know if Wormblood is close to his goal. So you better head to the Tibahatse Shrine. Find the Gift of Death before he gets there. Or at least delay him. I'll return to Sunport and warn the Fellowship. Good luck at Voska Shrine. I'll make sure Princess Oz sends help just in case you run into Wormblood, too. It hardly seems fair. So many gave so much to stop the worm cult last time. Like Darien. Now they're back. So what did Darien die for? Memory's a bittersweet thing. When I think of Darien's smile, his laugh, I can't help but remember what it felt like to be with him. How I felt about him. And that makes me miss him even more. I suppose I can admit it. Darien was more than a friend. It started as a game. I pretended I was scandalized by his endless flirting. He pretended he wasn't serious. I wish I had said something about how I really felt. But I think he knew.
Vale, aquí está. Vale, entro un momento aquí a vender chatarra y vuelvo. A ver si me hace tiempo a terminarla antes de irme hoy. Y ya lo dejo finiquitado, por lo menos el lore. No, aún no. Pensaba que llevaba 4 de 5. Ya ves, tío, si de 173 que llevo, mira todo esto, cuando pagas suscripción, todos los materiales, todo esto se guarda en un inventario aparte y no te ocupa espacio. Eso es lo bueno de pagar eso, porque ahora mismo no tenía que estar mirando cada vez que salgo, tengo que estar viniendo a vender porque no me da para más. Lo mismo quedarte con 60, 50 o 60 de espacio ocupado que quedarte con, como ahora, 170 y pico. Vale, lo que no entiendo por qué... A ver si es ahí. No sé por qué el juego ahora me lo marca. Me lo marca dentro. ¿Habrá gente aquí o no? Ah, hay que cambiar la misión. Solsticio. ¿Habrá gente por aquí o no habrá gente por aquí? ¿O estará muerto el boss ya? No, ya lo han matado. Ah, no hay gente por aquí. Somos pocos, que va. Somos dos. Dos para el pelo. Es la misma montura. Sí, voy a hacer lo mismo. Me voy a ir porque no creo que hagamos mucho. Vale. Vamos al lío. Vale, pues me da a mí que vas allá arriba.
Good quality there.
Five Claw, over here. Raz poked around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add. Imagine his surprise. If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered if they came to play a game, but no one invited him to join in. But it would be so rude to show up without an invitation, Five Claw. Think of all the worm cultists we would have to apologize to with our blades. What exactly is Wormblood looking for again? If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the Ball Court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Five Claw and the Queen's Eye to save it.
Al lío.
Raz had no idea Tiba Hudson was so important.
You're still standing. Be proud of that.
Un zombie.
Get out of there!
No hay ni un baúl por aquí. No. Bueno, pues vamos. ¿Será un boss final? La lucha, míralo. Me lo imaginaba.
This is our chance.
Take no pleasure in killing. But I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Even failures can serve me in death. I have a better use for these. Enough.
This one senses danger. Quick, Firefly! Hide behind the pillar!
Rise, my leaders. Dare the blessed from them.
A knight never
You
yields.
are a more worthy poet than I expected.
Do you believe we're good at this?
I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels.
Take cover, Firefly! Another death burst. You begin to bore us, Wormmaster.
Quiet, you mangy cat. Fools, death cannot stop me.
Vas a caer.
At last! Take the relic, Firefly, and let us be on our way. Earth does not like the feel of this place. Dark Moons is coming back to life.
Se levanta otra vez.
The foe who cannot die. Destroy the columns. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor. Get the gift of death back to Suncourt. Raz will be fine.
Chacho. Que se queda dentro él, tío. O sea, la música me encanta, tío. Es súper épica. Vale, tengo que volver. Estoy aquí. Voy a tirar de TP primero. Oye, ¿eso qué es? ¿Boss? No.
Gabrielle recounted what you learned from Fauna Stellaria. Dire tidings indeed.
Was he right about the sacred Tiba Hatse coral? Was Wormblood there? Did you find the gift of death? Excellent news, I think. We still don't know exactly why the worm cult needs the gift of death to restore Manamarco, if that is indeed their intention, but at least the worm cult doesn't have it. What happened with Wormblood? Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary necromancers or a few fated heroes can do that. If Wormblood can't die, how did you and Razumdar defeat him? You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vonus Galarian. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the writhing wall. I thank you, comrade. Fellowship faces difficult decisions. Let us talk, comrade.
A ver. Está guapo.
While you were searching Volska Shrine, Gabrielle told me of your communication with Vonus Galarian. Soul Reapers feeding the Writhing Wall? A new plane meld? The situation on Solstice is worse than I thought. But I might have an idea. Thanks to you, we now have something Wormblood wants, the gift of death. As long as we hold it, his plans remain unfulfilled. Returning Manamarco to life, expanding the Writhing Wall, whatever he needs it for. That gives us a degree of influence. Wormblood needs the gift, and we have it. We can use that to lead him to a spot of our choosing. This provides us one advantage. An advantage I believe we must seize with all due haste. Will you help me turn the gift of death against the worm cult? We have the relic Wormblood seeks. What do we do with it?
He has Manamarco's body. We cannot allow Wormblood to bring him back.
We have something else, too. Raz snatched this key from Wormblood during our struggle.
A key. Let me see that. Aha! Why am I not surprised Raz went through Wormblood's pockets? I recognize the crest on this key. I noticed it on a crypt by a ruined estate. Coralania Manor, if I'm not mistaken. I passed by the place when I first arrived on Solstice. Not at the time. It's a rather impressive mausoleum of ancient high elf architecture, centuries old. I imagine some of Regent Corinway's ancestors are laid to rest there. I think you'd better look into it. One can't take on necromancers without poking around in a tomb or two. Take the key and investigate Coralania Crypt. Find out why Wormblood was interested in the place. In the meantime, I'll take a closer look at the Gift of Death. Coralania Crypt lies south of Sunport. Take someone along to help you. Scordo should do. And be careful, friend. The ancient Coralanias were necromancers too. The worm cult might not be the only danger in that tomb. Necromancers are always interested in the dead. Possibly. But the place could still be...
I'll meet you at the crypt, pal. We'll find whatever it is we're supposed to find there. Shatate, how are you going to fix this? Hey, pal. I haven't gone in yet, but it looks like someone's been here. I hate crypts. Why is it I always have to go through faint boot prints on the steps of the mausoleum? Scuff marks, too. That door's been opened recently. Of course,
I guess we knew that already since Wormblood had the key in his pocket. Your guess is as good as mine. But even if they aren't, we might have riled up the dead in this place. You've been in as many crypts and tombs as I have. You get a feel for... Come on, let's get this over with. Sure built fancy too. Downstairs, pal. Think we found something. And it don't look good.
Be gone! I have nothing more to say to you, necromancer.
Talking to Wormblood. Take that barrier and we might learn something. Careful there. They weren't fooling around.
I am here, curse you! What else do you... Wait. You are not Wormblood. Who are you?
But this old spirit can tell us what Wormblood wanted with him.
Is this some new ruse? A trick to win my confidence after Wormblood drew my soul from the afterlife and compelled me to speak? I will tell you no more than I told your master. Unless... Wait. are no follower of the Black Worm. Yes, he bound me with this crystal and tormented me, questioning me about the location of a relic from ancient times. Glorious times. The gift of death. Stolen long ago, yet I found it. Alas, Wormblood wrested the secret from me. The gift of death can recall to life any departed soul, at the cost of a willing sacrifice. A life for a life. Whom Wormblood would bring back or sacrifice, I do not know. But the gift is also the key. There is a secret place in Eastern Solstice. Wormblood found it and draws upon its power. That is why his necromancy is so strong. Yet with the gift of death, he could unlock its full might. Now, I must ask a favor of you. Wormblood left a focus in this chamber, the Ghost Welt crystal before you. It pins me in this plane, and allowed him to project himself here when he wished to question me. Take it with you when you go, and I will be free. The gift is ancient beyond reckoning. When my ancestors ruled in Hammerfell, their explorers found it hidden in Solstice's Daedric ruins. It became an heirloom of House Corellania, a mighty relic that could bestow a life for a life. Someone willing. My ancestors found that threats or compulsion did not work. Yet there was a cost. The soul sacrificed with the gift was simply gone. Trapped in the relic, banished to some grey void, or destroyed entirely. When my people turned on their kinlord, they hid the gift. They could not trust them. My time was long ago. I was cousin to both the last kinlord of House Corellania and the upstart who deposed him. Kinlord is... Our people had all but forgotten. I served as advisor. Peace once again.
Gabrielle's going to want to see that crystal. She's probably holed up in the Regent's study with the gift of death.
told me a little about the crypt. Let's compare notes. I examined the Gift of Death, and I must say I've never seen anything quite like it. It's Daedric in origin, that much is clear. Now, what exactly did you learn in the crypt? I suspected something like that. No Daedric gift comes without a price. Given the Worm Cult's efforts to bring Mannimarco's remains here to Solstice, I think we know whom they intend to bring back. What else did you learn? That explains much. Why the Worm Cult came to Solstice, where the Reapers send stolen souls, how they raise the Writhing Wall, sever that connection, and we can defeat Wormblood. The blessed bell we found at Meridia's temple could do it. By sending him to the Colored Rooms, Wormblood would be vulnerable in Meridia's realm. Prince Azaz suggested using the Gift of Death as bait. Now I know where we need Wormblood to be. The old temple courtyard. But how do we reach him? Perfect. I can reverse the connection to summon his projection. Place the crystal over there. We need a plausible bargain. Offer Wormblood the Gift of Death for Vana Scalarian. Insist on meeting in the temple courtyard for the exchange.
I hoped the gift might serve as bait. I just wasn't sure what kind of trap we needed. Go on, comrade.
Place your crystal there, and let's see if we can reach Wormblood.
You again? This is an unwelcome surprise.
Dug your way out? Pity. This one hoped you were still squashed under a building.
Charming. What can I do for the so-called Stirk Fellowship? I left that projection crystal in a Coralania crypt. A mistake, perhaps. No doubt Arthurel told you about our conversations. And the Gift of Death. So why have you summoned me? I see little point in bargaining. You know my power. It is only a matter of time before I take the Gift of Death. But I'll play along. What do you expect me to offer in trade? Ignorant simpleton. I doubt that you could. And yet the attempt might inconvenience me. Very well. Bring the Gift of Death to the Writhing Wall. My servants will bring you across. I have no reason to trust you either. Clearly you have some trickery in mind. It will not avail you. Bring the gift to the old temple then, and know that if you deal falsely with me, my forces will slaughter everyone in Sunport. It is arranged. Do not keep me waiting.
We won't. Well done, friend. That was rather exhausting. Anyway, nicely done. I wasn't sure Wormblood would agree to meet on our terms, but you convinced him. You should head to Broken Light Courtyard. I'll finalize plans with Prince Azza and meet you there. We'll gather all the forces we can, but we must make haste. We have to set our trap and conceal it before Wormblood arrives. He will certainly be on his guard, which means you must be ready for a fight.
A ver. Vale, ¿y esto dónde sería ahora? Vale, aquí fue donde hice los representantes.
We're almost ready, friend. Princess Al will tell you how you can help.
Stop fussing over the bells, Gordo. It is fine.
Any sign of Wormblood yet? No? I suspect he is not far off. Let us hope he does not detect Gabrielle's preparations. Which reminds, you're the linchpin of our plan. We restored the temple bell and put it in place above the gate. Strike it at the right moment, and it will create a powerful pulse of Meridia's light. Gabrielle will use that to trap Wormblood. Strike the bell when Gabrielle begins to cast. That will send the courtyard and everyone in it to the colored rooms. We must protect each other in there. I'll guard Gabrielle. Speak with the representatives and choose one to team up with. There is a mallet on the landing above. Choose a champion to stand with you and take it when you get into position. If Wormblood surprises us with some unexpected trick, you may need a stout comrade at your side. Gabrielle tells me you found her in this courtyard when you first arrived in Solstice. Vaunus Galerian's staff drew her to this old temple. It reminded her that Meridia could be a powerful ally. An old scroll described how Meridia's followers used the bell to visit the colored rooms. Striking the bell opens the way to Meridia's realm. Gabrielle will modify that, however. You only as bait, comrade. I will...
Azar. I am ready to do my... I heard Prince Azar suggest pairing up. There is wisdom in his words. I am ready to do my part, whatever it may be. This is not the first time I have traveled to a Daedric realm for a fight. The worm cult is a blight that must be burned out, root and branch. I will not spare the flame. And why would I not want to partner with you, my friend? Though I should warn you, I am very competitive. I will not go easy on the enemy simply to protect your feelings. If you desire my staff at your side, I am ready to join you. It is settled then. I am ready when you are, my friend.
I'm ready. Get into position, friends. Wormblood should arrive at any moment.
I'm here, and I brought Galarian.
It appears you brought some friends, too.
I will honor our agreement if you hand over the gift of death.
I'll get it for you. Right now!
The colored runes. It worked!
I'm with you, my friend.
Order of the Black Worm. The gift is close.
Listen, Wormblood is here. The plan worked. Now we just need to find Wormblood.
¡Hostias! ¡No!
A flesh Atronach? Theranor's work, to be sure. That's by that wall in front of Galarian.
Gabrielle? Where are you?
Goddess, we're here. You're safe now.
¡Hostia!
So easily fooled. A poison blade for you, dear Gabrielle. I'll take the gift of death now.
No, traitor. You won't.
Gabrielle! No!
Vale, supongo que el don lo utilizaremos nosotros en el siguiente contenido. Anda, mira ya.
The way I hoped things would go. Baranor's blade saw to that. But we have one more chance to defeat Wormblood. No time. We know the gift of death requires a willing sacrifice. A soul for a soul. I'm willing. Hurry, friend. This is the only way to deny Wormblood the gift of death. I knew you'd understand. I'm dying anyway. And we can't let Wormblood use the gift to bring back Man Marco. Thank you, friend. I knew I could count on you. I knew you.
Momento sí.
This isn't the way I... No time. Not this time, my friend. I'm dying. If we do nothing, Wormblood uses the gift to resurrect Man and Martha. I can't imagine. This is no time. I knew you'd understand. I'm dying anyway. And we... This is no time. If we do nothing, I die here and... This isn't the way...
Qué pena, tío.
I knew you'd understand.
What have those fools done to the gift? Continue the ritual.
They need you.
Gabrielle?
Hostia, invoca a Dare.
Gabrielle sacrificed herself for me? Wait. This ring? It's a light of Meridia.
No! The gift is mine! Rise, Lord Monomarco! Rise!
The worm cult? That's why Gabrielle called me back. All right, grab the light. Meridia lent me your strength. You owe me. No time to talk. I sense...
Hostia, Pedri.
The ritual has reached a crucial stage. Make sure I am not interrupted. Wait. I am not the vessel. No!
Your body is one now, Wormblood. Monomarco lives.
Come on, let's stop this bastard. Again.
Paranor, protect me while I restore my power. These reapers should serve.
You fools! The King of Worms is back! You've already lost!
champion has put an end to this madness.
You deny Mon and Marco at your own peril. When next we meet, you will pay for every insult, past and present.
Good riddance. Now, can someone tell me what exactly is going on here? Darian Gautier? Is it really you? I had a feeling those necromantic devices couldn't stand up to a light of Meridia. What did Manamarco call them? Soul Reapers? Anyway, bet you're surprised to see me. Yes, I am too. Gabrielle was here, but she's gone. What's going on? I don't understand. I was Meridia's weapon. Spent my life fighting Molag Bal and the Worm Cult. I'd gladly do it again. But I never would have wanted Gabrielle to give up her life for mine. Why did she do this? I see. That sounds like something Gabrielle would do. The gift of death. It was a corrupted light of Meridia. When you called upon it here in this realm, you purified it, restored it to its true form. But what was that about Wormblood? That's why he took off. Without his own body, Manamarco will need time to restore himself to his full power. But if he has more of those Soul Reapers, he won't have any shortage of power to pull from. At least we have a restored light of Meridia. I just knew. Here, I'll carry the light. Meridia and her gifts can be dangerous. Manamarco's spirit possessed that cultist, so I know we've got problems. If Gabrielle wanted me to help, I'm in. Let's get out of here. It isn't as safe as you think.
Vanis Valerian's staff is safe with me. I do not think we should leave it behind. I will open a portal back to Sunport.
Tía, qué pena.
Thank you for the light, Sir Darian. Gabrielle left notes that may prove useful. Murmur is working on them now.
Brave Gabrielle. May her toes be forever warmed by the golden sands.
Over here, comrade. We have much to discuss. Even though Manamarco has returned and escaped in the body of Wormblood, I consider this a victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice denied him the gift of death, and gave us a weapon against the writhing wall. And we should remember that help is on the way. We were but a vanguard. Our soldiers held the line and prepared the way for a mightier army to come. The forces of the three alliances. The representatives all agreed that the threat is indeed dire and sent word to their leaders to send troops. As soon as the ships carrying them sail from Tamriel. Yet numbers are but one step to our victory. Gabrielle's sacrifice brought us a powerful ally in Darian Gautier and the light of Meridia, a mighty weapon against the Worm Cult's darkness. You saw what the light did to the cult's Soul Reapers. It freed the stolen soul energy in the blink of an eye and shattered the devices. Manamarco was forced to retreat. The writhing wall consists of soul energy too, so our next step is clear. We must try. Vanis Galarian, the Worm Cult's new plane meld, Manamarco himself, they are on the other side of the wall. You and Gabrielle gave us a way to breach it. All that remains is to make ready our assault. Thank you, my friend. single act of justice can completely address the vile deeds of the worm cult. Yet at least some have faced judgment. You dealt with Farinor, and Wormblood caused his own doom. Next, we take this fight to Manamarco, no matter where he hides. We make preparations to welcome the Alliance ships when they arrive, to ready camps for an assault on the Writhing Wall, and to gather the supplies we need to engage the worm cult in battle. This is far from over, comrade. How else would their troops get here? We can't risk another portal mishap, and ships are more practical for transporting armies across the sea. Once we're ready, I intend to break through the wall and mount it.
Solstice thanks you all. You have sacrificed much on our behalf. I shall miss Gabrielle.
Gabrielle chose a good death. Her sacrifice will never be forgotten.
Grief is often the price of valor. All we can do is honor the choices of those who fell. Gabrielle would not want us to mourn overlong, nor would Merrick at Azwala. They would want us to carry on with the fight. And we will not fight alone for much longer. Look to the sea, my friends. The three alliances will soon join our cause.
Vale, pues ya está. Ya el próximo día iré completando lo que me queda. Está guapa, la verdad. El tema del lore, la historia, está muy bien. Me ha gustado bastante. Así que todo preparaba para el evento del 12 de octubre. El muro convulso. Bueno, gente, salgo ya. Mañana toca currar. Así que nada, que vaya bien. Venga, un saludo. Hasta mañana. Hasta luego, adiós.